What is going on, guys? It is your host, Zachmunzter, and today I have a video explaining some things, some plans, an update video for all of you guys who have been patiently waiting for an upload that hasn't happened in a while. So I've been on a console gaming stint lately. I've just been kinda, I don't want to say bored with them, but kinda just don't really feel like playing console games at the moment. I've been playing this in my free time, and if you need me to explain to you what this game is, then go away. But really, yeah, so I've been really busy lately, and any free time I've had has been basically dedicated to Runescape. I'm a pretty avid player of the scaping of runes, but yeah, so I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've got a couple more of my friends playing RuneScape now. And I was thinking, you know, I'm sure my viewers out there, more often than not, just watch my videos to watch my videos. Now, yes, I am still working on XP waste. I am still working on Star Ocean. It's just been really slow, because I haven't been wanting to play it, but this has been going pretty steadily, and I thought, you know what, if I record this, then any of those guys out there who like RuneScape might enjoy seeing some videos from me. So what kind of ideas have I been having lately? Well, I'm getting up there in the levels. I'll show you those here in a bit, and I was thinking, you know, a lot of people on the scape. Why are you looking at that one, you weirdo? Well, do you, boo-boo, I guess. But yeah, I've been getting pretty high up in levels, and a lot of people on YouTube do this road to max cape and whatever, and I thought that might be kind of cool to do. I mean, track my progress. That's what RuneScapers have been doing since as long as RuneScapes had forums. You know, people would go on there and do like a woodcutting progress, like, hey, today I cut for 2.5 hours and I've almost got 71 woodcutting, and you know, they'd always get this like supportive response from all the other people, and all those other people were just on the forums like, oh man, and it would be kind of like a win-win, because the people that are reading this progress from someone would be getting motivated, like, man, I want to get to that guy's level. That sounds really awesome. He can almost cut magic trees, or, you know, whatever. And then the dude posting his response would get, you know, feedback from people like, yeah, keep going, dude, you're doing really good. But I think for me, the more popular topics on the RuneScape forums that I used to read were the drop logs. I think it'd be really cool to hear, like, oh god, what was his name? There was a guy on YouTube who bought like 200,000 casts of Firebolt, got his family gauntlets enchanted to be Chaos gauntlets, and he killed iron and steel dragons, and then did like a drop log. He kept all the, except for the steel and iron bars, he kept all the drops, and made a video about it. And I think that would be really cool to see something, or I thought that was really cool, so I read through drop logs of, you know, people killing 5,000 dust devils trying to get a D chain or something like that. So I was thinking, you know, I'm on here quite a bit. I have recording software. I have a voice and a microphone. My voice might be going out right now, but oh well. So yeah, I was thinking road to max. We could do the grind with Zachmunzter once a week, or every couple days or something like that. And then I also go with a couple of my clanmates and we kill the Kalphite King. I was thinking maybe I could also, you know, record drops from the Kalphite King, you know, see if anyone's interested in what we get from drops. I've also been killing a lot of Mithril Dragons and a lot of Glacors, and I kind of want to do that to get my combat stats up, because Slayer can get really monotonous, even though it's like, oh, kill 150 of this different thing and that different thing, and it still gets really boring and repetitive, and, you know. But, yeah, so that's one of the things I had planned. But for this episode, I think what I'm gonna do is show you guys a little bit of what I do. This was my Torstal farm run for the day. All my seeds are paid off, so that's all 100% profit, 925k. I don't think I can harvest coconuts for another 2 hours. I gotta start my timer again. Let's see. I can go get my cactus spines. We'll get this big dude here out. I don't want to waste a giant ant pouch just for some cactus spines. But yeah. So mainly what I do, I like to do farming. It's it was my second skill, but technically it was the first skill I ever really worked at to 99. And there's my stats there. But I ended up getting fletching a few days before I got 99 farming, just so I would have trim right away. It's not that I didn't like the trim of the farming or the non-trimmed farming cape. I just kind of wanted to do something different. And you'll see up in the top right there, I have my experience counters. The top one, I didn't start until I was already 9 mil XP into the account. That was I had made a level 3 skiller. This is what this guy was for a long time. I was one of the first and only skillers to have an Ardone cloak. I thought that was pretty cool achievement. I did all the quests a skiller could do. And I just kind of got bored and started going into Slayer right away. I'll look at the stats for a little bit. I can't explain my bank and tell a story. But yeah, so I made it into a Slayer peer. I got the 10 defense, the 40 attack. Bought a black mask with like 10 strength and just kind of went into slaying. I already had 50 Slayer at level 3, so you know that was cool. Ended up spending some of the money I made off farming to buy 43 prayer, and it was all off from there. Now some stats I've been working on recently, I don't know if Fraps is showing my mouse or not, but I'm working on wood cutting right now. I got 5.5 mil to 99. I've been using an Inferno adze, so it burns a third of my logs. I've got 3.9 mil to 99 for that. I also like to yak bank some fishing, and I'll show you guys that later, I believe, because that's probably I might go yak bank either fishing or wood cutting. We'll see. I do like to buy some scrimshaws here and gem finding and go mine adamant and rune for a while. I always think that's kind of fun. You know, that 1 in 1,000 chance of getting an onyx, even though it's almost complete loss because the scrimshaw costs that much unless you make it yourself, which I can now. Anyway, so first off in the bank, I just have my like stuff that I can grab out, and let me pop over here and grab my tackle Zo. I usually bank with this. But yeah, just the stuff I need like right away, you know, get the familiars in order when I got them. The pouches I use, I haven't used any iron within because I haven't used an iron titan yet because the pack yak is a beast. Any forms of teleportation from, you know, scrolls, house tabs, all the towns, and chipped house tabs, some villages, all the teleporting jewelry. For some reason I have my agility stuff in here, and since I got 95 constitution or 95, I've been using summer pie as a food because it's better than sharks. More teleportation. These are the leftover pendants from Squeal that I still need to use, as well as some more like uncharged, or they have partial charges in them. Just basically my teleportation tab is what this was intended to be, but I ended up throwing all my Squeal of Fortune shit in here too. The next tab is my farming tab. It's kind of empty right now. I ended up clearing it out a lot after 99 because I don't really do watermelons anymore, so because compost crashed. I don't even hardly do calquats ever. Got some snap seeds. I bought 400 of those when I got 99, but then I found out Torstals are beasties, so that's what I do for that. And this is what I have for Torstals. Then I got my money making, my coconuts, my Morkella mushrooms, and where are my spines? Right there. And aside from that, just flasks, because this is also my herblore tab, as you can see by the primaries with the secondaries underneath them. Third tab, skilling. It's really, really messy, but I know where things are, so that's all that matters, I guess. My woods, ores, bars, bait, cooking, Urns, construction, thieving, all the way to here, hunter, all the way to here, juju potions and some random junk. Those should be in the clothes tab, but I can't be bothered. And then burnt fish, which I can drop sharks now. I don't pick those up. And then starlight ore, I haven't been keeping that. I've just been giving that to a friend because I don't use them. I figured it'd be more useful to someone that doesn't have a better weapon, you know. Next we got the random mixture of runes and undecanted potions with rune crafting at the bottom, and then some magic staves. Those used to be up top, but I had to move them for the organization pattern. Random clothing. First off, we've got the capes in order that I have them. I did get the quest cape before most of my other capes, which is awesome. Some of those ending quests are pretty awesome, and you guys should totally do quests for them. All my auras that I've bought, and for some reason anytime you do Jack of Trades, if you try to destroy this, he gives it back to you, so I'm like, screw it, I'll just fill a bank with it, I guess. Basically, yeah, all my, anything I can wear that, yeah, goes in here. Next tab is my random junk tab. Not really. This is my clue scroll tab. Spade and a sextant, as well as most of the gear that you're required for the emote things, and then the charms at the top. I don't collect gold and green anymore, but I still have bank spacers in case I get them from bossing, which is basically the only reason I have any right now. Next we have the quest tab, but since I basically got rid of all the questing items except Rag and Bone Man stuff, I basically just have it as a minigame tab with quest items still left in for access to certain areas. And these were for climber mode in the Dominion Tower, that's why I have that. And I got my Abyssal Head. I can't do a damn thing with it, but I have it, by God. This needs to go in the loot tab because it is loot. And replica statue, I've been doing the statue minigame, Broken Hearts or Shattered Hearts or whatever it's called, for about 15 to 20 weeks, I can't be sure. But yeah, we got that. Next we have the Slayer tab and the Loot tab. This is where all the loot goes from here down. Some of the more interesting things I have... Oh, why is my organization off? Something got put in here and it bugs me. This should be here. What am I missing? What did I add? This is bothering me. Earth Battle Staff. You can go down here. There we go. Make water battle staves from my daily battle staffs. Sell them for a little bit of profit, but yeah, the Slayer loot starts about here. And I do sell it frequently. I am going to stop selling it and just hold on to it, especially now that I've got 2 Dragon Plate leg drops from just yesterday, 3 Mystic Bottoms from 1 task. Fire battle saves, I believe, go in here. I got 2 from that task. Oop, spoiler. I have 2 buddies playing right now, so I decided to keep some of the the lower leveled seeds to give them, so I've been keeping those from strike worms and whatnot. But aside from that, that's my loot tab. Notable stuff would really be like the rune bars, otherwise it's all been sold once. And then finally we have the combat / slayer gear and potion tab, where I have all my flasks, my vials, I got dread nips. Some of this gear I don't even use anymore, but most of it I do. I use this for kiln. I have all of the void with the elite top and bottom here. I got carols, I got subjugation, barrows, my Drygore rapiers, kiln cape, 6th age circuit, fury, I guess. And I would repair all of this and price check it, but I just did that 2 days ago, and the price check was 240 mil, so it's pretty decent. Yeah. So as far as that goes, oh hey, might as well go pick those up. Show you guys my port progress, I suppose, since that's a new thing that people show. But yeah, this is going to be the intro video, but I'm thinking about naming my road to max something along the lines of The Grind with Zachmunzter. feel like that would be a pretty decent title. Now you can see I'm running really low on chimes even though I'm in the frickin' bowl region. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's because I got a buttload of the 10k captains. And if you guys don't know what that means, then I guess you'll find out eventually. My seafaring ship is off right now. But I do have seafaring people, so let's see what we can do. And I'll show you my resources in just a second. But yeah, what I'd like to know from you guys is, aside from the series I've talked about so far, what would you guys like to see me do? I'm not gonna solo bosses for a while. I probably have the gear for it and maybe the stats, but I don't know. I don't really feel like I would be that good at it. Yeah. But anyway, as far as resources go, that's what I have so far. Nothing too impressive. I just got into the bowl region about a week ago, but I've spent most of it still in the scythe region collecting cherry wood so I can get coins. I just made a scrimshaw gem finding, so I'm down to 4 bones. I'm up to 12 plate now, which I suppose is alright. Other than that, I've been saving up for lacquer. And this is all I have for scrolls. I didn't really do a whole lot of scroll missions, just have the chest plate and gem finding. I'm thinking Rocktail Soup's probably going to be the next one I go for. Just because that'd be really good cooking XP before I get 99, you know. I've always wondered, do you burn that stuff? I've never, I mean, that would kind of suck, right? You send out like a 12-hour mission for 15 spices and you get the chance to make 15 Rocktail Soups. That would just suck to burn like half of them, you know. But yeah, so I'm gonna gear up and get ready to go yak bank some mage logs for a while and watch the rest of Doctor Who. So I will see you guys in a millisecond. Alright guys, so that's my general setup. That'll get me 6 hours of yak banking. I don't usually use 1,000 scrolls, but I figure if I get an even number of scrolls, then by the time I get done I can tell what my rates are. Now generally, if any of you guys are interested, I don't make that much XP per hour. Nor money, really. I mean, it's kind of sad to say, but I probably only get about 150, 200k GP an hour, on top of like maybe 30 or 40k woodcutting XP, and I don't know, God, like 10, 15k woodcutting XP. Basically, what I've knocked it down to is with a yak, I never have to leave, because I can just use a scroll, which is worth about 300 gold, to send off a log, which is worth like, what, 1400 gold? So obviously I'm spending a little money, but at the same time I'm getting a little bit more efficient in XP rates. Not too much that it's impressive, but it's so absurdly AFK that I want to kill my port management. Make it all the way here just to find a freaking port. Well, attempt number 2 of Let's XP Waste with Zachmunzter, followed by 16 hours of commercial break and another episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway? But anyway, yeah, so AFK is totally worth the loss in GP and the slight gain in XP. But as far as logs go, since I'm not sure the XP rates, I know I get around 140 to 150. And obviously with an Inferno ads, I burn about 50 of them, so in an hour I'll only use about 100 yak scrolls maybe. Which accounts to, you know, 100 logs that I kept, and that's only 2/3 of the amount I actually cut with an ads. So yeah, enough talk of XP. I'm going to be hanging out here. Thank you guys for watching my update video. I'm sure I will be working on an episode of The Grind shortly. But you all have a nice day. I've been your host, Zachmunzter. And I need to set this on my bar and start up some Doctor Who. So, yeah, see you all later.